Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome you into game number 2 of the Region 2A Girls Basketball Tournament, the quarterfinals. It'll be the 4 versus the 5, Hillsboro Central Valley versus 4 Winds Minnewaukan, or I should say that in reverse there, 4 Winds Minnewaukan, the 4 seed, Hillsboro Central Valley, the 5 seed. Jacob Tenson alongside Josh Boyko, he's running camera, will chime in with some color commentary as well. And game 1, Carrington took that game in a little bit of a rout, 20-plus points there, that win for Carrington over Harvey Wells County. Again, this is game 2 of 4 being played here today. And Josh, you covered that first game, Carrington. How do you feel like they did in that first round where they're going to match up with one of these two teams?
Yeah, they know that their opponent's coming from this game, and they're going to have to intensify the pressure that they put on with Harvey Wells County. They were able to extend that in the third quarter to get the lead up to 20 and didn't look back from there. So showed their number one, flexing that muscle a little bit, and on we go to round number 2 here.
And again, so the winner of this game will take on that number 1 team in Carrington. Maybe didn't play their best game overall, Carrington, in that first round, but just kind of getting the feel for the venue, new venue being played here in Devil's Lake, just kind of the bigger stands, maybe the brighter lights, whatever it may be, just kind of getting adjusted to it a little bit.
Yeah, day 1 can always lead to some maybe inconsistencies from what the regular season norm was, but we'll see what happens to get back on track here.
And we're going to go to break here on the IRE pregame, or IRE Insurance pregame show. We'll be back with a little bit more of this IRE pregame show in just a moment.
Whew, sorry I'm late. I had to walk again.
Where's your car?
Whew, the auto shop said it would take a few months to fix.
You should have taken it to Abra.
Abra Auto Body can fix your car faster than the other body shops. After your claim is filed, Abra handles the rest with the insurance companies and adjuster. Lonnie and his team will take good care of you. Visit us on 32nd Avenue South or schedule your appointment at abraauto.com. Abra Auto Body, right the first time, on time.
Abra Auto Body, Grand Forks.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Looking back into the IRE Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at IRE Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IREINS.com to get a free quote. So again, looking at these two teams, 4 and 5 matchups, so kind of right in the middle of the road here throughout the season. 4 Winds Minnewaukan comes in with a 15-6 record, 4-3 in Region 2, whereas Hillsboro Central Valley comes in with a 12-9 record, 5-5 in Region 2. So kind of for 4 wins, maybe they're at a little bit of a disadvantage with not playing as many games in Region 2, but I don't know if that's really necessarily a disadvantage.
Yeah, they fared well in their schedule this year, and Hillsboro Central Valley, their flex from earlier in the year, they're the lone team to beat the Carrington Cardinals, who ended up being the #1 seed. So this is the one you probably say is the toss-up game. 4 wins Minnewaukan with a slight record advantage, and some players to watch like Sari Gord can really shoot the 3.
And just one little note here before we get to another break here. The last time these two matched up, it was January 24th. It was Hillsboro Central Valley coming away, or 4 wins Minnewaukan coming away with a win, 51-37. So not necessarily a big gap, and definitely kind of in the middle of the season. So we'll see if that things kind of change up here a little bit. But we're going to take a break here on the Irie Insurance pregame show one more time on yourliveevent.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Transform your home with Central City Lumber, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. From showplace cabinets, stylish flooring, and Valspar paint, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Their expert team is here to help you choose the perfect materials and provide expert advice for your project. Plus, they build custom portable homes that can be moved anywhere in North Dakota. Visit Central City Lumber in Carrington today and see why they're the go-to destination for home improvement. Central City Lumber, quality you can build on.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
You have big dreams for your community. At Brevera, so do we. Giving back more than $1 million locally each year. It's something bigger than time and money. We give heart. Wearing bright yellow and lending a hand. It's not just giving back.
Watch your step.
It's building forward.
Nice and easy.
With local sponsorships and decision making, the impact is felt everywhere. It's who we are. Brevera. Let's forge ahead together.
Welcome you back into the Game 2 of the quarterfinals of Region 2A Girls Basketball Tournament. Again, it's the 4-seeded 4 wins Minnewaukan Indians facing off the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Jacob Tenson alongside Josh Boyko running the camera and throwing in some color as well. So let's get to those American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar, live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. crystalsugar.com. So we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Burros. As they'll start off with number 4, a junior forward sitting at 5'7", Hadley Abentroff. And then number 5, a senior guard sitting at 5'3", Addison Sari. Number 11, a 5'9", senior forward, Paige Cotton. Number 13, a freshman guard sitting at 5'7", Raina Bettner. And rounding up that lineup, averaging a double-double on the season, number 34, a junior forward sitting at 5'9", Peyton Olson. So we're a little ahead of the 8 ball here. There's still reading off those Burrows lineups, but we'll go ahead and get to the Four Winds Minnewaukan lineup as well here. It'll be number 3 of 5'11" sophomore guard Nakenya DuBois. Number 5 of 5'10" freshman guard / forward Sophia Alberts. Number 15 of 5'11" senior guard / forward Kaylee Hansen. Number 21 of 5'10" freshman forward Patience Dunn. And rounding up the lineup, it'll be number 33, a sophomore guard, staying at 5'9", Surrey Gord. Again, American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. CrystalSugar.com. And again, game 1, it was Carrington taking the victory 54-27, so doubling up Harvey Wells County in that first game. Again, game starting at 3 o'clock, so kind of took both teams to wake up a little bit, but now we're more into that time where it's average starting time. You maybe get a couple Saturday games at this time. Maybe a little move up with some weather, then you're kind of into the adjustment of this game time. So I think both teams will be out and ready to play from the tip.
And again, those are your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups as we get both teams out on the floor. It's Abentroth for Hillsboro Central Valley, along with Sari, Cotton, Bettner, and Olson for the Burrows. So that's the starting 5 as we get them ready to go.
So it's the Burrows in the blue with the white trim, the white jerseys and the blue trim for the Lady Indians. So same color scheme, different teams as the tip is won by the Burrows with possession. It's Alberts. Into the wing, quick pass and blocks. A good defense there from Four Winds. Sophia Alberts able to block that. Inbounding, trying to get it inside, able to pick it up, goes up and in, can't get it to go. Gets the rebound, gets it again, throws it up, still nothing. Great defense being played there by Four Winds. A ton of opportunities though.
You see Olson doing some early work on the boards. Peyton Olson with a couple of offensive rebounds. That's where she likes to live, around the basket, and racks up points there. And we see a travel coming against Raina Bettner, trying to get out in transition.
And you see the turnovers just traded back and forth, just 30 seconds into this ball game. Still no points up on the board, and even though Hillsboro had a ton of looks at it from Peyton Olson, like you mentioned, but just a lot of contact, but looks like the officials are letting him play at least early on. There's Gord, swung at the top of the key, three-pointer is up and good! Sophia Alberts breaks the scoring column for either side as the Lady Indians are up 3. Hillsboro trying to get it inside. Olson comes away with it. Great defense being played on her. Dumps it off, can't get it to go, but that's because she's fouled. So going to the line for 2 will be Hadley Abentroth.
Abentroth there is able to get under the basket and just get a solid look from point blank. You generate enough of those looks, you'll get either fouls or buckets.
First shot from the free throw line's nothing but net from Abentroth. So first points there for Hillsboro Central Valley. Again, these two teams met up earlier in the season. It was a 14-point win for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Second free throw, almost missed the front end of the iron there, and then we get a whistle, and it's going to stick here with Hillsboro Central Valley. Foul going against Four Winds on Patience Dunn. Then quickly inside, 2 points. Olson, first field goal for the Burrows.
That's Cotton fading away, was able to hit that one off glass. Paige Cotton with a tough shot. Is when you're fading like that from the side off the backboard, that's a really difficult angle, but she executed it well.
So we're tied here at 3 apiece as Gord has it on the left wing, looking in. Now top of the key, another 3-point shot. It's good again. Firing from the 3-point line, they get to the top of the key and they want to fire. It's Hansen now with a triple. Ball's going to find its way out of bounds. They say last touch by the Lady Indians, so it'll stick here with the Burrows. It's tipped on the inbounds, but collected by Olson. She's able to pick it up and go up and gets fouled going in. So it'll be her first trip to the free throw line. Second trip for the Burros. They went 1 of 2. That was Eventroff who went that first time. Lefty shot. Clark crawls its way in there for the first make for Olsen. Second free throw. Rattles out, no good. Collected by Four Winds, Minnewaukan. Alberts gets it, and now they slow things down. Into the corner, Alberts. Now Hansen back in the corner. Gord sizing up the defender, sees 2 defenders, gets it back out. Just inside the three-point line, the middy's no good, and it goes out of bounds back to the Burros. And a little full court pressure being applied by Four Winds, but kind of backing off, easily broke into the corner, left alone for 3. It's good! Paige Cotton gets the first three-pointer for the Hillsboro Central Valley and their first lead, 7-6.
Yeah, if that's a shot that Cotton's going to be able to step out and hit like she can, we've seen in the regular season, that's what's going to fuel the Burros. You get that inside-out game with Cotton, and then you get down in the paint with Olsen as well.
Hansen somehow, some way got that shot up and in for 2, retaking the lead. 8-7 on the Tim Cazzette Seed Sales scoreboard. Inside Cotton, again the hook shot, this time it's no good. Alberts comes away with a rebound. Quickly up ahead, somehow got that pass in there. Dunn back outside, thought about that 3, drives in, floaters up, and it goes. 2 more points for Hansen. She's up to a quick 7.
Yeah, we've seen Hansen doing it at multiple levels from downtown, and then we see a steal here as she's gotten a couple buckets inside too.
Ball's poked loose, and somebody's got to pick it up. Bodies hit the floor. They're asking for a foul, but it's just Four Winds possession. They'll resettle things down. Hansen, the hot hand, has it now and gets it off to Alberts. He's swinging around back to the top of the key, thought about it. Du Bois driving in, lefty scoop off the glass and in. Nice bucket there from Du Bois.
That is a tough take right there to the offhand with a defender draped all over you. That is a very difficult shot.
Burrows looking for their offense, driving in, and it's another foul. Already be the 3rd team foul by the Indians.
It's been the best attribute we've seen from the Burros so far, able to get some paint penetration, and that's forced the whistle 3 times on the Lady Indians, as that'll be side out now, or baseline out of bounds rather, for the Burros.
Cameron Bishop and Drew Longy check in for Four Winds. Also with the ball right now, it's Casey Hung with it for the Burros. Skip pass, and it's stolen away. Gord comes away with it. Looking to push in transition, but now steps back as she sees 2 defenders. Then it's poked loose and turned back over the other way. Driving in, right-handed layup up and in for 2. Easy 2 at that for Raina Bettner.
That's what Bettner does. She'll inject pace into the game with her ball handling skills. Was coming off the bench early in season. She's earned a starting spot now, has Bettner.
Ball swung around, 3-point shot. Again from the top of the key. This time is no good. Collected, back out to Gord. She's going to have to track that down. Saves it, but it's still loose, and Four Winds does maintain possession. And then we get a timeout. Got to resettle the crew here a little bit. Sean Gord Jr. will take that timeout. We'll take the timeout with him here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction. From concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
The best thing about winter in Devil's Lake is the ice fishing. Just dropping a line down the hole and waiting for that big whopper to bite. Winter can cause some big problems too, like with your furnace and heating systems. That's when you need to get Clementards on the line. They service all fuel types and all makes and models of heating systems.
Jay, aren't you supposed to be in school?
Just keep a nice house warm for you, Dad.
Timeouts brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Mutual, with your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. As we're back to action here, 12-9 the lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan. With it now, the hot hand has 7 points. Swings it out. It was Hansen who had it. Now over to Alberts. Picks up her dribble. Trying to get it off. Du Bois drives in. Floater. Can't get it to go. Collected by Olsen and fouled in the process.
Some fearless drives coming from Nakenya Du Bois, but unable to get that one to drop on the right-handed floater.
Gotten down there, just standing up 5-1, just not afraid of the presence down low. Swung into the corner, another three-point shot. The high arcer's no good. Collected by Gord, her first rebound. Up ahead, Alberts goes up, it's blocked. Swatted out of bounds, says not in my house.
That's Paige Cotton getting back defensively, as I thought that head pass from Cerie Gord had a chance to connect, and it did, but a great hustle play Cotton with the long arm of the law.
Gord gets it in, thrown up quickly, up and in off the glass for two. Cameron Bishop. Now it's 14-9 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Bentner driving in, kicks to the corner, thought about it, now goes out to the wing, back to Bentner. She'll think about it, but picks up her dribble instead. Cotton now with it, top of the key, looking things over. Gets to Olsen driving, getting pushed as Bishop was beat off the dribble, and that was about her only option.
Very decisive take and a quick first step for a post player that Olsen has. Did a nice job getting around the defender and forces the whistle. And North Dakota, you're getting these 2 shots now after the 5th foul.
It's bonus situation throughout the rest of this first quarter for the Burros. First free throw, it goes. So she's now 2 of 3 from the charity stripe.
And that's something for the Burros. If they can get the Lady Indians in some foul trouble early, that's a nice way to create some easy opportunities at the line. 1 for 2 for Olsen.
But they get the offensive rebound, but then stolen away by Bishop. Good effort there to get that offensive rebound by Casey Hung, but just kind of got pushed down there by Bishop. Now here comes Four Winds Minnewaukan looking to reset. Gordon, she'll line up a 3-point shot, and it rattles out no good. Thought it was going to drop as Cotton comes down with the rebound.
It's a pretty looking form, pretty looking shot, and they drew up a nice action for her off the screen. We'll see a lot more of those coming. A team identity, a lot of threes that'll go up from Four Winds tonight.
And Gord has a quick release too, so it's hard to get on her. 3-point shot now from the Burros, it drops. Casey Hung, her first triple, second triple for the Burros as they now trail by just 1.
Hong is that stretch player type of archetype that HCV needs to spread the floor out as the answer coming now.
3-point shot there from Four Winds Minnewaukan. It was Longi with it. That's their 3rd triple of the ball game. Floater's up. Cotton can't get that to go. Collected by Longi. Now skipped ahead. Gord driving, trying to split defenders. Goes in the corner. Now sizes up. Trying to drive baseline, but great defense being played by Bettner. Skip pass down low. Hook shot, no. But fouled on that reverse layup attempt. Longi going to line for 2.
That's a tough shot to throw up off of that back cut right there, but a nice job getting it on the rim and getting the foul. 2 more shots coming at the line.
Drew Longi, her first attempts. First one is good. It's also the first attempts for Four Winds Minnewaukan from the free throw line. Now they hold that 5-point lead. Second free throw's up and no good. Had a chance for that offensive rebound, but instead the Burros come away with it. Swung around into the corner, left alone, driving baseline, goes up with the layup, can't get it to go. Collected by the Burros. Back outside, mid-range jumper is up, and that's no good as well, but another offensive rebound, this time from Madison Sari. Dump off pass going in, layup, can't get that to go either. A ton of good looks, but now they have possession once again. They gotta get this in there. Wild shot, can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds. And after a long possession with a ton of great looks, it'll go back to Four Winds Minnewaukan. You just kind of feel like with all those possessions, they needed a bucket in that opportunity, not only to trim into that deficit, but just with all those opportunities, just right inside the paint.
I was seeing a higher scoring first quarter compared to our first game with Carrington and Harvey Wells County, so every bucket trying to just keep touch with the other team right now as we've seen more offense going on.
And a wild pass, but somehow almost ends up into the hands of a Four Winds player, but instead the Burros come away with a turnover. And Bender didn't realize how much time was left, didn't get the shot off in time, so that's how quarter number 1 ends, 18-13. The Lady Indians lead over the Burros here on YourLiveEvent.com.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Right here on Main Street, something strong is happening. Welcome to your local gym, Central City Wellness Center of Carrington. Open 24 hours a day. Whether you're into cardio or free weights, they've got the equipment to keep you moving. Join their free mobility classes, Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Open to anybody. Recover right with their sauna and enjoy 24-hour tanning access. Book workouts, classes, and tanning all in one place with the Gym Master app. Call 652-2555. Central City Wellness Center of Carrington. Your gym, your time, right on Main Street.
Quarter number 2 about to get underway between the Lady Indians and the Burros. Lady Indians will start with possession and that 5-point lead on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Thought about the 3 on the wing, now driving in, back outside. She'll shoot a 3-pointer, no good. Collected and then fouled, hitting the deck. Good offensive rebound there by Four Winds Minnewaukan. Those patients done down low. Now she'll inbound as well, gets it in. Or actually, now Patience Dunn will have it. Inside. Dumped off. Gord for the free throw line jumper, nothing but net.
That's a pretty looking shot from Gord right there from the mid-range. You're cutting off that screen, popping back out to the mid-range, and she has got a great looking shot.
You know, the ball just whips around so quickly by the Lady Indians to get that shot that they want. Bender driving in with the floater off the front rim, battling for the rebound. Hillsboro comes away with it and then collected initially by Four Winds Minnewaukan, but now it's loose again. So we're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow will make it stick here. Madison Sorry will trigger things. Sophia Alberts checks in for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Sorry looking around, gets it in. Cotton now skip past the top of the key. Mock with it. Bentner thought about the 3. Getting inside to Cotton. What's she going to do with it? Floats it up, but it's left short. Trying to save it, she does. And then it goes out of bounds, though, so initially saved it, but eventually they'll go back to the Four Winds Minnewaukan. Hansen will bring it up, had 7 points in that first quarter. Hasn't looked for a shot yet, but early on it's a turnover going the other way. The 4th one for Four Winds Minnewaukan. Bentner goes in with the layup, but she smokes it. Gets it back to her now. She'll fire the mid-range jumper. That's no good as well. Another offensive rebound, and that one's good. Megan Mock gets her first 2 points of the ball game. The offensive rebounding has been cleaned up well by the Burros so far. That's really what's been keeping them in here to this point. It's tipped out by Bentner. It'll stick with Four Winds Minnewaukan.
It's 2 very contrasting styles of play with these teams. The Burros, they're going to have to get mid-range and looks in close. The Lady Indians, they have the luxury of a lot of talented three-point shooters that it makes it so you can't really keep up that pace naturally if you're the other team, so it's going to have to be contrasting styles that we see tonight.
Gord couldn't get that to go, trying to get it up ahead, but it's turned over. Kind of a dangerous pass there as it's poked loose, and we trade turnovers again. Up ahead, Cotton into the corner. At least tries to get it there. It does get there. Now she sets the screen, gets it outside. Sorry looks things over, gets it to Bettner. Scanning, trying to find something, gets a screen from Cotton, blows by the defender, goes up the lefty lane. No, Gord comes down with the rebound. Up ahead of everybody. This layup, it's no good as well. A couple of missed layups back and forth. Does anybody want to score right now? Doesn't look like it right now.
It's been tough sledding for these teams at the rim tonight, and we'll see if they can get the field goal percentage a little bit higher, but this one end up rebounded by the Lady Indians coming back the other way.
Ebentroff turned it over, and now Gordon turns it back over. Again, we trade turnovers. Bettner left all alone. Easy 2 points this time. That's going to force a timeout. We're going to get a timeout from Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll take a timeout with them here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garski, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lankin, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Looking back into Game 2 of the Region 2A quarterfinals. 2 more games being played later. Carrington took the first one 54-27 over Harvey Wells County. 2017 currently the Lady Indians lead half possession on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Past half court, it's Gord with it. Calls out the play. Directing traffic now, trying to get by Bettner, playing great defense. Gets it inside, goes up with a layup, it gets stuck. Not your traditional wedgie, but it gets wedged in between the shot clock and the scoreboard. Josh, can you jump up and get that?
Oh, yeah. I was in the dunk contest, in high school. Definitely got those type of hops. Dwight Howard got nothing on me.
Now I have to see those to really believe you here.
Okay.
Back to possession here. The Hillsboro Central Valley has possession. They trail by 3, looking to tie things up potentially or trim it to just 1. Bettner driving in, gets it back outside. Cotton dumped off. Thought about the 3, back to Bettner. We approach 4.5 to play. Goes up, can't get that shot to go, but that's because she was fouled on the arm. So she'll go back to the line for 2. Hillsboro shot a handful of shots from the free throw line. This will be the first time for Raina Bettner. 3 of 6 are the Burrows to this point. First one goes. Mackenzie Potasic and Casey Hung check back in for Hillsboro Central Valley. Second free throw from Bettner, no good, so they stay 50% as that's collected by Morgan. 2018, 2-point deficit for Hillsboro Central Valley. The Lady Indians looking to grow that lead a little bit more here. Driving in just inside the 3-point line, foot on the line as it goes out of bounds as it misses everything. Hansen will check back in for the Lady Indians. Again, had the hot hand in that first quarter, had 7 points, but hasn't scored here yet in this second quarter.
This is the type of the storm and style of game that Hillsboro Central Valley needs to create to make this their style of game. Need to limit Four Winds Minnewaukan from 3 and also just be able to muck it up a little bit on the defensive side.
But it was Four Winds who mucked it up defensively, but then answered right back. We've had a handful of those where one team turns it over, it's traded right back with a turnover of their own. The Burrows almost had it turned over. Cotton goes up the shot, can't get that to go, and then a tie up on the rebound. This time possession will go back to Four Winds Minnewaukan. Or it should, yes, okay. Hillsboro thought that they had possession. They were trying to steal possession there, maybe.
Well, I mean, we did see the official say that it was going to stay on that end of the floor, but they did eventually change it.
So here comes the Lady Indians looking to score. They've been stuck at 20 for a while now. As the boys drives in, now gets it to the corner. It's Hansen inside and then fouled before any shot was put up. Gore was trying to back down low. That foul goes against Bettner. Her first, team second. Under 3.5 minutes to play here. Inside to Hansen, back to Gord at the post. Goes up with the shot off glass and in. Surrey Gord, her second bucket, makes it 22-18. Quickly the other way. Floater no good there from Bettner, collected by the Lady Indians looking to push. Gord swings it. Inside, throwing up the fadeaway jumper, no good, but offensive rebound up and in for two. Easy 2 points there for Patience Dunn, her first bucket of the ball game. All of a sudden, it's a little 4-0 run. Brings that lead to 6 for the Lady Indians. Benner almost loses the handle, still trouble maintaining possession as it goes out of bounds, and they say it's last touch by her. So turn back over, already the 10th turnover for Hillsboro Central Valley.
They who control the turnover game often wins the game. And right now, I mean, both teams have had trouble hanging on to it in this first half, still kind of feeling each other out. A much lower scoring second quarter than the first one that we've seen, but still plenty of time for both teams to get the ball moving around.
Yeah, 7 turnovers for Four Winds Minnewaukan as Gord steps into a 3-point shot and it rattles home, or they're going to call it a 2, foot on the line, but nonetheless, the third bucket for Surrey Gord. Up ahead quickly, shot is no good. It's been a couple of bunnies that they've missed in transition as here comes Four Winds Minnewaukan looking to push all of a sudden. Gord has it. What's she going to do with it? Sizing up the defender, trying to drive by, and then fouled as she was trying to do so. Be the 4th team foul for the Burros.
And we saw right after that shot from Surrey Gord, which was a great one off that developed action from the screen. HCV pushing pace right away.
Hansen leaves that one short. She was the hot hand, but just hasn't found the range here in the second quarter as that goes out of bounds. 26-18, the lead for Four Winds Minnewaukan on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. 2 minutes to play before we hit that halftime break. Hillsboro Central Valley swinging around the perimeter. Driving in now with Cotton, throws up the lefty scoop, but before she did that, she double dribbled. So again, it's been a 6-0 run here for Four Winds Minnewaukan. It was a 2-point deficit for Hillsboro Central Valley, but since then, Four Winds Minnewaukan re-woke up. Scored 6 straight, looking to make it a couple more. Swung around, Hansen, she'll fire a 3-point shot, leaves that one short as Cotton comes down with the rebound. Sari has it into the corner, thought about it, skipped around, back to Cotton. Left alone, she'll think about it, but now drive in. Everybody's thinking about the 3-point shot, but just not being able to fire. Here's Hung, back to Cotton, 14 on the shot clock. Trying to find a cutter, gets it inside. Abentroff is blocked. Albert's doing a good job of swatting that away. As there's 8 seconds on the shot clock, Bettner checks in, Surrey Gord checks in, and also Megan Mock checks in for Hillsboro Central Valley. Sari will inbound. Gets to the top of the key. Trying to find somebody else. Cotton has it. 5 seconds on the shot clock into the corner. Abentroff has to throw it up. It's not going to hit anything, but the rebound was collected first by the Lady Indians. Bringing it up, it's Morgan with it. Down to the corner. Under a minute to play and taking away another turnover, the 8th for Four Winds Minnewaukan. About a 14 seconds difference between shot and game clock. Mock loses the handle, gets it back though, gets it to Sari inside. Cotton up and in for 2, quickly off that entry pass.
Had to be that quick fire, quick trigger, else the defense was going to be able to recover, but Paige Cotton, nice job, had her on senior spotlight a little bit earlier this year, talking about her multi-sport journey over at HCV, she's able to get that bucket.
Now just a 6-point lead for Fort Wayne's Minnewaukan with a shot clock turned off. 12 seconds. Inside, nice pass, but can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Burrows. They got to push. 5 seconds, try to get to Bettner, but we get a foul as there's a lot of contact between Gord and Bettner. You can see a lot of frustration there from both the player Gord and the head coach in Gord. Not a foul you want here as the time is winding down.
Well, they did have fouls to give is the thing, so it's going to be 3.4 only to work with. Corner 3.
It's missed and collected. Surrey Gord gets that rebound, and that'll be how the first half ends. It's 26-20. The Lady Indians lead on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard here in the Game 2 of Region 2A quarterfinals. We'll step aside here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your car. It's so much more than a mode of transportation. It's your field checker, your private concert venue, your sunset seeker. It carries her and her dreams off to her first day of college. It sees you change from expecting to protecting. Your car, it's part of your memories. So let's make your next one the best one at Devil's Lake Cars.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When you want quality nutrition for your livestock that's made right here in North Dakota, there's one name farmers trust: Feed Mix in Harvey. At Feed Mix, they produce a full range of feeds, from beef and swine to poultry, goats, sheep, minerals, and specialty rations, all tailored to fit the needs of your operation. Need feed delivered directly to your yard or pasture? They bring it to you. Their feed specialists are here to help you get the most out of your livestock and your land. Feed Mix in Harvey. Call them today, 701-324-2201.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger, and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Looking back into Devil's Lake, Jacob Tenson alongside Josh Boyko running the camera, throwing in some color commentary as well. Again, this broadcast of the tournament game has been authorized by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. This is our disclaimer, and let's run through some stats here real quick because we're about 4:40 away from the second half starting. We'll start with the leaders on the scoreboard, the Lady Indians. They're led by Kaylee Hansen, who had all 7 of her points in that first quarter, hit a triple early on. Then next leading scorer is Surrey Good with 6 points, also has 2 rebounds. Then it's Drew Longy with 4 points, hit a triple, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, had a rebound as well. And then Sophia Alberts hit a triple early on. Those are her lone 3 points, also 2 rebounds. Then a handful of scorers with 2 points apiece. Kenya Du Bois has 2. Patience Dunn has 2, along with 3 rebounds. And Cameron Bishop also has 2 points and a rebound. It was 3 3-pointers for Four Winds Minnewaukan in that first half. Went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe and had 8 first half turnovers. For Hillsboro Central Valley, they were led by Paige Cotton with 7 points, hit a triple, had 2 rebounds. Then it was Raina Bentner with 5 points. 3 points from Casey Hung on a 3-pointer with a rebound as well. 2 points from Peyton Olson, went 2 of 4 from the charity stripe with 3 rebounds. Megan Mock 2 rebounds, or 2 points and 2 rebounds. And rounding up the scoring, Hadley Abentroth had a point as well. 4 of 8 from the free throw line for the Burros, 2 3-pointers made, 11 first half turnovers as they trail by 6, 26-20 on the Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard. We'll step aside here about 3 minutes away from the second half starting.
On the road or right here at home, there's a place that has you covered. Just off the highway in Fezzen, fuel up with gas, grab all your convenience store favorites, pick up select hardware items, and don't miss their great homemade food. Need propane, fuel, or gas in bulk? They've got tankers available. Call for pricing. And in Harvey, they're right where you need them. Gas, snacks, hot food, and more, all in one convenient stop. 2 locations, small town service, big on convenience. Stop in today. Farmers Union Oil in Fezzen or the Harvey One Stop. They're glad you're here.
I used to tell my 8th grade girls basketball team that every time they missed a layup, it gave me another gray hair. We even had a play named Gray Hair because most of the time it led to a layup. I also taught my teams how to put on a full court press. That is what teachers are doing academically here at Hillsboro Public School. We are applying an academic press by setting high expectations and teaching the standards required by the state. If you're looking for a school that is applying an academic press, come and visit Hillsboro Public Schools.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
The best thing about winter in Devil's Lake is the ice fishing. Just dropping a line down the hole and waiting for that big whopper to bite. Winter can cause some big problems too, like with your furnace and heating systems. That's when you need to get Clemence's on the line. They service all fuel types and all makes and models of heating systems.
Jay, aren't you supposed to be in school?
Just keep a nice house warm for you, Dad.
Second half about to get started here. Again, game one was won by the Carrington Cardinals. Winner of this game will face off with them tomorrow at 5:30 back here in Devil's Lake. Again, Carrington maybe not playing their best game against Harvey Wells County, so we'll see if they kind of change that tempo and that pace between what they had in that first game against whoever they match up with in game two. But here's the start of top of the key. Gordon, quick trigger off the front rim, no good. Rebounds fought for and it goes off. Great hustle play. It is a great hustle play there from Nikenya Du Bois to save that 5-1, getting the rebound and saving it. It's a new possession here basically for the Lady Indians. Gord will inbound on the baseline. Gets it inside, left alone, but blocked by Cotton and able to collect it as well. And then Gord thought she retained possession there, her feet back in bounds, but she didn't, so he'll stick with the Burros.
That was some good help side defense from Paige Cotton, able to get that block, and nearly Gord was almost able to reestablish and get that ball back for Four Winds. Nice pass.
Inside, he almost got that bucket to go, gets the offensive rebound. That's about the third or fourth time it's hung around that top of the backboard. I don't know if there's a magnetic pole or what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, do they call that is that what they call the pigeon in basketball? I know pigeon is one of them. It's like getting stuck between the top and the shot clock, I think. So we already had one of those.
Almost had a second one there.
Almost had to go demonstrate those jumping abilities that you were talking about.
But Peyton Olsen hits another free throw and then hits another one afterwards, so all of her points have come from the charity stripe. She's up to 4 points. And it's the first points of the second half as well. Four Winds Minnewaukan looking for their first points of the second half. Into the corner, swung around, Alberts. Gordon almost had it poked free. She'll line up the mid-range jumper. It's left short. Bettner had the rebound, but Gord gets it back, goes in for the layup for two.
Nice play by Gord following that one up, getting her own miss. But I also admired the aggressiveness from Bettner on the perimeter for HCV, trying to force a good three-point shooter off the line into that contested mid-range. So if you get the board, that possession you would consider a win for Hillsboro Central Valley.
And going in and getting a good look, then getting your own rebound. Going up again, they can't get it to go, and that's about the third or fourth possession that the Burros have had like that, where they've had multiple chances underneath the basket and just haven't been able to finish. Olsen got that offensive rebound. I believe it was Abendroth who got in there for, Abendroth who got in there for a rebound as well, but again, neither one of them were able to get anything to go. Lady Indians with possession, was left alone inside. Bishop was open, but just mishandled the ball as Gord drives in, goes up and in for two. Broke free, will stick with the Burros. Banked it in off a weird angle. Cotton gets it to drop.
That's the candidate potentially for our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game later tonight, as we've got that high
jab step, driving by, going by, and can't get the layup to go. Cotton here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you we can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Welcome you back here into Game 2 of the Region 2A quarterfinals. Hillsboro Central Valley, the 5 seed, currently trailing to the 4 seed in Four Winds Minnewaukan, but the Burros have possession.
That Last time out brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County.
As Cotton has it on the perimeter. They skip it around. Going to drive in, find something, but great defense being played there by Gord as it's poked free. Goes past half court, and picking it up, they say it was tipped, so no over and back call, and then a jump ball.
I mean, they said it was tipped on the way back? I didn't see the tip. I thought they were going to avoid a backcourt and got a jump ball. Either way, it's Lady Indians basketball.
Now Gord will call out the instructions, gets a double screen, gets some separation, now trying to drive by, step back, three-point shot, no good off the back heel, tipped around, great effort to save it and gets it off the Borough defender, so it's a fresh 35, I guess 34 for the Lady Indians. It's a great job by Hansen to relive that possession here, basically, as Gord has it now. Guarded by Bettner, trying to size her up, going by. Behind the back dribble, she loses the handle. As here come the Burrows the other way. Bettner skip past the Cotton. Looking inside, nothing there. Skip pass into the corner. Swung around now as we're under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. 30-24. 4 wins, Minnewaukan leads, floater up and good. Nice move there from Potasic.
That's a great job from Mackenzie Potasic, not getting flustered by the flyby contest. Stayed composed, one dribble, pull up, and got it.
And then miscommunication there between Gord. Gord and Patience Dunn. Gord was cutting and Dunn thought she was staying there out on the wing. It's just a 4-point lead now for the Lady Indians. The Burrows have a chance to make it a one-possession game. Light full court pressure being applied. They get it to Cotton instead on the opposite side. She looks things over. Into the wing. Abendroff trying to drive baseline. Sees a double team back out to Cotton. She'll drive in. Gets bumped, but no whistle. And then Hansen comes away with it. And then a foul on top of it.
And you can see Dwayne Connell trying to stick up for his player there and try to earn that whistle for Paige Cotton next time with a bold move into the middle of the defense. Took some contact, but no whistle, so we're going back the other way.
So the Lady Indians will look to grow that lead. They've been struggling to score. It was a great idea there. The high-low entry pass was there, but just unable to release from her defender there in time as it goes out of bounds. Again, in full court pressure, light full court pressure, immediately backed off. Here's Olsen near turnover. Bettner has it now in the corner, lined up for a three-point shot off the front rim, no good. Collected by Alberts. 4 wins Minnewaukan will slow things down. Left alone, Alberts, she'll fire a three-point shot from the wing. It's pure.
That was good from the time it left her hand. You can see that one from here.
Her second triple of the ball game, one in the first half, now one in the second. It's now a 7-point lead for the Lady Indians as it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stick with the Burrows. 33-26, Lady Indians lead on the Tim Cazzette seed sales scoreboard. As Cotton has it, nearly lost it. Back to Bettner, resetting up the offense. Trying to drive by, gets it out to the wing to Olsen. Now Bettner. Trying to drive in, throws up the runner off the back heel, no good. Cotton comes down with the rebound, spins, shoots, and is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
That's one part of Paige Cotton's game that gets her some additional points. She does get to the free throw line a fair amount. It'll be her first trip there today as she's looking to add on to her 7 points already.
There it is. Actually, that makes 10 points
nice,
for
I missed
her.
One. Yep.
So looking for 11 here, the first Borough to get into double digits, and there is 11 points for Paige Cotton. Burrow's a perfect 4 of 4 here in the second half. Again, went 4 of 8 in the first half from the charity stripe. Gord with it. Swings it over to Alberts, who just hit that 3 last possession for 4 wins, but it gets a turnover coming the other way.
Peyton Olson doing their best volleyball spike impression, breaking up that pass.
And trying to get up ahead. What a pass! Perfectly placed, but can't get it to finish. Gord can't get the follow-up either. As Olson comes down with the rebound, and then we get a foul on 4 wins Minnewaukan. Goes against Alberts. That'll be her first. Team's third. Bender will walk it up past half court. Minute and a half to play here. A timeout from 4 wins Minnewaukan, so we'll take that timeout with them here on
in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American
8 lead for the Lady Indians on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Handed off to Hansen, trying to get it back to Gord as it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stick with the Lady Indians. And these two teams met up earlier towards the end of January as a 14-point win for the Lady Indians, but this one a tight matchup so far. Obviously, win or go home situation. Bishop inside for 2. Great entry pass to get that set up.
That's a great seal there by Bishop to use her size to her advantage.
And a turnover the other way. Bentner lost the handle. 4 wins looking to grow that lead some more. Gordon trying to drive in, get some contact, and a whistle as well. Be the 3rd team foul by the Burros. So both teams 2 fouls away from the bonus. That foul going against Abentroff. Her first. Inside, Hansen has it. Back inside, Gord spins, goes up, off glass, and in for 2. That's just Tim Duncan fundamental in the post there from Suri Gord for 12 points now. Drive baseline, inside now, nice ball movement. Mid-range jumper is long. And then ripped away there by Petoskey. She'll line up a 3-point shot as well, but it's no good. Olsen, the offensive rebound, but can't finish. Whistle called though, so she'll go to the line for 2.
That was Potasic there with that nice extra effort, ripping that one away. Mackenzie Potasic able to generate these extra shots coming now.
Olsen's shot a ton of shots from the free throw line. This one's no good. It's 2 of 4 in the first half, 2 of 2 to that point, now 2 of 3. Sophia Alberts checks back in for the Lady Indians. Here comes the second free throw from Peyton Olsen. This one's good. So again, still all of her points from the free throw line. She's at 5. 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Excuse me, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Winding down 5 seconds. Siri Gord going in. Euro step move. Floater off glass. No. Collected, and it goes out of bounds with 0.1 seconds left. So not even enough time to even get a shot off. Burrows have it. They're just going to throw it down the court, and yeah, nothing's going to happen with it. So 37-29 is the score after 3. Close one here, just an 8-point lead for the Lady Indians. We'll have to see what quarter number 4 brings here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Our Peterson Farm Seed Reps real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm Seed Reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
The final stanza about to start here in this game and in the season for one of these two teams. It's an 8-point deficit for the Burros. They'll start with possession. 8 minutes on the clock to see who moves on to play the Carrington Cardinals. Directing traffic, getting into the corner. Left alone, she'll fire a 3-point shot, no good. Collected by Alberts, her 4th rebound. As here come the Lady Indians looking to slow things down with that 8-point lead. Hansen has it, gets a screen. One dribble, now top of the key, inside, nice pass. Easy 2 points there, great offense. Gracie Jackson, her first 2 points of the ball game, makes it a 10-point lead.
A beautiful pass from Mercy Morgan as well, as that's another high-low pass that we see big to big from Four Winds Minnewaukan.
Saw that a lot from Carrington in that first game. As a nice scoop shot, can't quite get it to go, but she gets fouled. Kind of see her grab her face there a little bit, got hit in the head. So she's going to be fine, but she'll go to the line for 2.
You get poked around the eye, that's your eye will start to water a little bit. So always an area you get an extra moment to shake it off.
And if you're wearing contacts like I did when I played, it comes even worse because you have to worry about if it fell out or not. Well, it looks like she's good now. She'll get settled in here to shoot these free throw shots. Looking for her first points in the second half. Hit a 3-pointer in the first. There's that first free throw. It rattles home. So she must not be seeing double.
There's some big free throws here, just trying to get some offensive traction going. You don't want to get that lead up there in double digits. If you're at HCV, you're trying to keep it away from double digits in this fourth quarter, just get some momentum going.
Here's that second free throw, and that's good as well. So a good sight to see, getting both those free throws to drop, as they only hit at 50% clip in the first half. They've been shooting better here in the second half. Just one missed free throw to this point.
See Aben Troth now checking back into the game for Hong as she gets a extra moment to shake it off after taking that foul.
And then a turnover. Here comes Olsen the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity. She goes up by herself and one. Exactly what Hillsboro Central Valley needs. A great defensive possession, and then the offense from that defense trims into that deficit a little bit more.
Just what the doctor ordered, like you said, and Peyton Olsen, very fast for a post player with the ball in her hands, was able to take that coast to coast, and she makes it 3 points.
So now just a 5-point deficit for the Burros. Just continue to trim into that lead.
That's exactly the swing that HCV was looking for. You get that lead up to 10, that deficit they were working on. Now they have to get back locked in on the defensive side after Gord is able to curl for 2.
Yeah, great offensive possession there. Just got wide open on that cut. A lot of movement on the opposite side, just distracting them. Was able to open up Gord for that easy layup. 41-34 on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. The Lady Indians lead. Burros with possession. They get it to Bettner now. Looking inside. Poke free initially. Olsen trying to size up, trying to blow by. Euro step up and in for 2. Peyton Olsen coming alive as of late here, trying to will her team back into this. Is again just a 5-point deficit.
5 fourth quarter points for Olsen, and we've seen a couple of attacks now starting from the perimeter in transition. She's been mostly posting up, kind of expanding what she's been doing, and now here she comes again.
All the way, can't get that one to go, but she'll go to the line again. Basically, her second home at this point is the charity stripe. But again, Hillsboro Central Valley, they're getting the stops that they need at the right time, and the offense is just coming right behind with it as well.
Yeah, a big part of it is once you get stops, you're able to run. It's harder to run when you're taking the ball out of the basket every time, but a couple of stops have turned into transition opportunities, and it's been Olsen that's been driving the pace for Hillsboro Central Valley.
She's up to 11 points now. Couldn't get that one to go, but Cotton gets the rebound up and in for 2 and trimmed in even more. 41-39. It's a one-possession ball game.
All the momentum on HCV's side right now. Everything has been going their way. Can they keep up with the defensive stops?
Bishop lines up a 3-point shot. The knuckleball's no good. And Hillsboro Central Valley has a chance to tie or take the lead, but it'll come after a timeout. Hillsboro Central Valley faithful getting into it. We'll step aside here on yourliveevent.com.
Racing returns to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota. Save the date for Tuesday, June 30th. World of Outlaws late models. Start the finish. Ada Building Center Showdown presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. And a season schedule filled with the return of the Wysota Modifieds, NLRA late models, IMCA Modifieds, Race Savers Sprints. It's Thursday night racing at NCR. For the full Norman County Raceway schedule, visit ncraceway.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Back from the Chris Moen Nodak Insurance scoreboard, or excuse me, timeout. We're back to action here. The Burros have a chance to tie or take the lead here. Momentum all the way on their side. A lot of that offense has come from Olsen, but this time she turns it over. 16th turnover by the Burros in this game.
Yeah, I think she expected the help defender to go with her instead of X out to the corner. With how offensively good she's been.
But Hansen gets the answer. The three-point shot grows that lead back to 5. Just what Four Winds needed off that timeout. Mid-range jumper. Olsen can't get it to go. Tracked down and then tripped up. It's a foul. Du Bois doing a good job of tracking that down.
Four Winds Minnewaukan faithful can breathe a little bit now, as after a run that trim the lead to 2. You get a stop and you get a 3 on the other end. That's a good way to react out of the timeout. We'll see what they can do this possession.
Now just the first team foul by the Burros, so still plenty to go here before it's free throws. This tight defense being played, trying to dump it off to the defender, but a 5-second call. Great defense being played there from Abendroth.
Abendroth did a nice job just pressing up and just not allowing any breathing room, is able to force that turnover. Another timeout coming.
So we'll take a timeout with them here on yourliveevent.com.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Back to action here, and good answer from Four Winds Minnewaukan initially, but now here comes Olsen driving down the lane. Can't get it to go. Collected by Four Winds, poked loose, but now they come the other way. Picks up the dribble, gets it out to Gord. She'll slow things down here, trying to waste a little time. Now she backs up again. Pats the head, gets it to Hansen. Hit that triple to grow it to the 5-point lead. Bishop now Gord. Gets a screen. Doesn't really use it. Picks up the dribble. Swung around the perimeter. 9 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to go. Inside, left alone. Easy 2 points. Dunn puts it up for her second bucket of the ball game. Now it's a 7-point lead on the Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Approaching 3.5 minutes to play. Olsen picks up, gets it to Bettner. Trying to get into the corner. Cotton driving in, throws up the runner, left-handed, no good. Gord came down with the rebound, trying to tighten up the line, and does. And so here they come. Hansen, step back, picks up the dribble. Trying to find somebody, just throws it wildly, but it gets in the hands of Du Bois. Inside, Gord loses it. Picked up in a lot of contact, and then getting hit in the face after all of that is Gord. Took in the biggest hit of that. But both players just going after the basketball. I don't think there's any hard feelings there, as both players were just going after it.
Yeah, I mean, both teams say, we need this basketball right now. Olsen was trying to rip it away, and it'll stay Lady Indians' possession via the jump ball.
Gord will inbound. 16 on the shot clock. Get it to Hansen. Back to Gord. Looking inside, but nothing there. Gets a screen, doesn't use it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hansen's got to do something with it. Gets it to DuBois. Driving it back out to Hansen for a three-point shot. No good off the right side. Tipped around. Gord comes down with the rebound, her 5th. Now trying to waste more time with that fresh 35. She pats the head, calls out instructions. Gets it to DuBois on the wing. Driving in, and then a moving screen. The stop that the Burrows needed. Alberts gets that whistle.
Burrows are going to need a basket on this possession. Get it back down to 2 possessions. Time starting to run thin.
7-point lead for the Lady Indians. The Burrows desperately need some offense. A lot of it's coming from Olsen, who has it now. Driving in, a lot of contact, throws it up, and they call a blocking foul. I don't know, Olsen kind of lowered the shoulder a little bit. I thought maybe it was going to go the other way, but maybe say that her feet weren't quite set, so she'll go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, maybe still sliding a little bit to the left to cover off Olsen, who, I mean, she's displayed that she can go in strong like that, and she's also pulled out a Euro step in this game, so that's just making it more difficult for the defender to judge where do I need to set up to take this charge. And Olsen's going to get rewarded for her aggressiveness more often than not, and the free throw's coming.
Second free throw's up, and 2 for 2 trip there for Peyton Olsen, up to 13 points now. It's 46-41. Again, the Lady Indians will slow things down. Hansen has it. Might have walked, but got away with it. Just threw up the shot instead to avoid it. Saved by the Burrows unnecessarily, but they'll maintain possession, but now almost thrown away. Last touch by the Burrows. A careless turnover by Hillsboro Central Valley.
Yeah, I mean, the Burrows were content to let it go, but they play the basketball at the last second, throws them into a little bit of chaos, so now they have given possession back in a game that is running out of possessions.
Approaching 2 minutes to play here. Back into Gord. Splits defenders, loses the handle, but gets it back. And now she'll look to reset. I'm just trying to waste as many of those 35 seconds on the shot clock as possible. Left alone for a three-point shot instead, though. Can't get it to go. Coming down with the rebound, throwing it up. Can't get that to go either. Good job of DuBois by getting in there. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. Hit a bucket early on in the first half, but hasn't scored since. Big free throws here. Here's the first one. It goes. Abentroff checks back in for the Burrows, taking out Sorry. These are also the first free throws for Forward's Minnewaukan in the second half, as that one goes perfect 2 for 2 trip for DuBois, makes it back to a 7-point lead. Olsen trying to drive in, picks up the dribble, gets outside to Bettner. Looking back at Olsen. Doesn't get it to her, though. Keeps on driving, throws up the runner, gets fouled in the process. So she'll go to the free throw line.
It's interesting to see how the strategy has changed for the Burrows throughout the first and second half. The second half, they've been having, during that pressure, they're getting into a guard, but then they're going to let Olsen run it up and just one crossover the rest of the way up the floor, and that's getting them into their actual offense.
First free throw for Bettner's no good, and to your point, it seems like that's been working in the hands of Olsen. She's just faster than the post players as that one misses as well, but offensive rebound by Olsen. Inside, good pass, easy 2 points. And a timeout called as well as that lead is trimmed into a little bit more. We'll take a timeout with them here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Welcome you back to just a 5-point game, minute and a half to play. It looked like for a moment that Fort Wayne's Minnewaukan was going to maybe run away with this. They got up 10 points, but credit the Burros. They fought all the way back. They were within 2, but now it sits at that 5-point deficit. Josh, what does Hillsboro have to do to kind of get themselves all the way back into it with just a minute and a half to go?
Well, you can afford to be aggressive is what you're going to be doing because there's only 2 fouls against the Burros in team fouls right now, so you can still foul twice before putting Fort Wayne's Minnewaukan at the line. So if I'm Dwayne Connell, I'm saying we're going after the ball to the officials. We're going to go after the ball. We're not intentionally fouling, but we're going to get in there and get some steals is what the message is to the players.
They come out in that full court pressure, but now they kind of sag off as Hansen will just kind of lightly jog it past half court. Back in the hands of Gord. She'll tap the head, call out the instructions. Du Bois now gets a screen, almost lost the handle. Back to Hansen. She loses the handle, picked up by Gord. Body's hitting the floor. 15 on the shot clock. She'll drive in, but now back out. Splits defenders, goes in, hits the deck into the hands of the Burros. So here comes Petoskey with it. Now she loses the handle, turned back over the other way. Unfortunate there by Petoskey.
Yeah, just dribbling into the wrong spot of the floor, dribbling to the scorer's table and the sideline. It's just harder to break the press there. You get too many people on that sideline and bad things can happen. I'm surprised we're not seeing more double teams and traps right now defensively from Hillsboro Central Valley. You got to pick who you think that non-shooter is on the floor and start sending some doubles from there.
It's into the hands of the better shooter of all of them, but it's a near turnover. It is a turnover. Olsen comes away with it. All by herself, she goes up and in for 2. Much needed bucket. It's now a 1-possession game.
Got a foul.
There's a half a second difference between shot clock and game clock, so yeah, they do have to foul. They have plenty of fouls to give as well. There's the first foul. Cotton who gets that foul. That's only the 3rd team foul by the Burros, so they need 2 more before it's a bonus situation.
Yeah, still 1 to give, so you got to be really aggressive right away, and that's where you're saying if you're Dwayne Connell, we're going for the ball, so don't call the whistle right away if it's not obvious.
I got a foul, and there it is now, Bettner. That'll be her 2nd, and now just 1 more, and then it'll be free throws for the Lady Indians. Hansen will inbound. They get it into Gord, and Bettner immediately fouls, trying to get that steal on the entry pass. It'll be her 3rd, so now it's free throws.
Not a bad gamble for the steal there. You would rather put someone else probably at the free throw line other than Cerie Gord, but you can't be too picky when you're down on time like this. But they almost forced that backcourt there if you were to back off that pressure at the last second.
First free throw is a miss. So still 6 at 3 points, still a 1-possession ball game, but with this make, could bring it to 4.
Burros still have 1 timeout in their pocket.
Misses that one as well, so a chance to tie. Olsen comes down with the rebound. Doesn't have great possession. Bender left alone. Abendroth loses the handle and goes out of bounds. Unfortunate there for the Burros. And that's going to force a timeout. You hate to see it on whenever you see that with a chance to trim it in a little bit more. We're going to take a quick timeout with him here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line Salad Bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
It gets entered and then almost stepping on the line, but not quite. As there's going to be a timeout call before she maybe did, as it was a quick little trap. We're just going to stick here with those 9.9 seconds left. Again, Hillsboro Central Valley has a chance to maybe initially go for this steal, but once it's caught, it's going to have to be a foul immediately at that point.
Yeah, your chance for the steal is going to come from the pre-entry pass defense. You're probably going to be, I would be switching any screens that are coming my way defensively, and that can sometimes confuse the inbounder on, do I have this opening or not? So if someone pops out that switches, you might be able to get a steal.
So we'll see what Hansen does. She'll inbound for Winds Minnewaukan, trying to get to the Gord. She does, and there's the quick foul. That's the 4th foul on Bettner, but she kind of had to at that point.
Yeah, I mean, she's still in the game, and you fouled quickly. I mean, it's the job you have to do at this point. If you're Hillsboro Central Valley, any player is going to have to make that sacrifice. And now 8.5 seconds left. Looking to make it a 2-possession game is Suri Gord.
First free throw's good. Again, she missed those first the 2 free throws on the last time she was at the free throw line, but now makes this one, gets it back to a 4-point lead. Next one is good as well, so now up to 5. The Burros have to go quickly. 5 seconds, splitting defenders. Bettner dumped off to Abendroff. This time she gets it to go, and that's going to be how it winds down, though. 50-47. Winds Minnewaukan sneaks past the Burros as they'll face the Carrington Cardinals tomorrow at 5:30. They'll be again here on yourliveevent.com. We'll step aside here. We'll try to get some interviews in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more.
Welcome back into yourliveevent.com. Joined with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Suri Gord. And kind of a nail-biter there. What were you feeling down the stretch there?
A little nervous, obviously, but I think rebounding definitely hurt us a lot. That's something we need to improve on for the next game. Just taking care of the ball. We're kind of going through a little sickness right now as a team, so that kind of, I think, got us gassed a little bit more. But overall, the win's a win.
And maybe start off a little bit slow in that third quarter a little bit. What was kind of the message from your coach to kind of get things going down kind of in that third quarter, fourth quarter?
He really just said, this is it, this could be our last game, or we could, go on a run here. So I think that just kind of motivated us to keep pushing through.
And for your team, you're going to play South Carrington. Were you able to watch them in the game earlier today? What are you kind of anticipating from a team like the Carrington Cardinals?
A little bit, yeah. They play really good defense, and I think at times we struggle to score, so that's something, as a team, we need to get better on. I think I need to definitely, find my shooters, just a drive and kick, simple. But, just have better offense, I guess. They're a good defensive team. They have, a good post player that we need to stop, so I think those are the key things.
For sure, and just again, just wrapping up this game here as well. You had a great game offensively. It took you a little bit to get going. What kind of flipped the script for you offensively?
Well, I've been trying to get better at, finding my teammates to start off so I can get them going before I start to get going. So I think I was just trying to pass the ball, make the extra pass, and, have them start off hot before I start off, better. But yeah.
Well, again, congratulations here on the win, and best of luck against Carrington tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
So again, Surrey Gord, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities with her 16 points and 5 rebounds. Also made some free throws down the stretch to kind of seal the deal there. And let's talk about our Agassiz Precision Play, Agassiz Ag Precision Play of the Game. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We're going to go back. I know that Hillsboro Central Valley ended up losing this game, but it was just a great setup from Kosick to Cotton with about 5.5 to play in the third quarter. From about the wing, almost near the volleyball line, skip pass right next to the hoop to get those 2 points, trim that deficit down. I believe it was 5 points at that point. So just a great setup. That is our Agassiz Ag Precision Play of the Game. That's going to wrap things up here. We're going to try and get to the next game. We got a bunch of games here, 2 more games here. The quarterfinals will be Josh Boyko back on the call, as it'll be Thompson taking on Mayport CG in just a moment here on yourliveevent.com.